Hey folks, Davin here with 9 Mile Fishing Company. Today we're going to demonstrate how to apply the Rodrule to a fly rod. Now those that don't know, the Rodrule is an adhesive back decal that actually sticks right on your fishing rod. Here you can see it displayed on this little 3-weight fly rod that we're using today out here along the North Shore of Minnesota. Today we'll demonstrate this, show you how easy it is to actually apply these to your fishing rod. Now it's difficult to see in this video the Rodrule up close here. I can move it up a little bit closer so you can see we have white markings every inch with a number and then every 1/4 inch with a hash mark. A little difficult to see, but trust me, it's there and it's really easy to read. This particular Rodrule is our left-hand retrieve Rodrule, meaning the reel would reel on the left-hand side. This happens to be flipped over for this demonstration. We're going to go ahead and put one on the right side, our right-hand retrieve. We're going to roll the rod over here on this fly rod. You can see the reel is on the right side, and we're going to apply our Rodrule directly right on the face of the rod. Now I already took a measurement on this fishing rod to know that from the butt section to this little mark here is actually 15 5/8 of an inch. As you can see on this side, try to zoom up there a little bit, it starts out at 1 right in front of the hand grip. We're going to do something a little different on this side, and we're going to actually start it at 15 5/8 right at this particular spot. Now before we apply the Rodrule, we're going to show you that you need a couple of tools to make sure that this application goes down well. Take a look. First tool that we're going to really need here is a sharp knife. We like to use an X-Acto knife with a nice fresh blade in it, and then we'll use some masking tape. Out here stream side, it's a little difficult to tape this particular rod down, but we'll give it a go. We recommend doing this on a table, someplace where you have a nice clean flat surface that you can adhere your rod to that surface to keep it from moving during the application process. And with those tools, one tool that we don't have here today is a rag with a alcohol or water soap solution. Use that to clean down the surface of your rod, and that'll make sure that your Rodrule is going to stay on your rod for a long time. Now our Rodrules come packaged in a nice waterproof bag. They come 2 to a pack. What we do here, put the one aside, and we're going to take our one Rodrule here. And the best way to put these things down, a lot of people just want to peel it right off of the actual liner and just stick it down. That doesn't work out so well. First, what we like to do, like I said earlier, is tape this into position. That's going to keep it from rolling on you and moving when you're applying this thing down. Get yourself some good tape on that too. Position this up here. Now we've got a rod in position and it's not moving. Now what we're going to do, like I said earlier, we're going to use our X-Acto knife. We're going to cut this at 15 5/8 of an inch. And that measurement is right there. You make that cut, this particular part we'll discard. So now we've got our Rodrule that's going to apply right in this section right here. First thing we do, we put down the knife, peel back about 3 to 5 inches of the decal at first. The big key with these is these are thin, clear vinyl with an adhesive, a clear adhesive on the actual decal. It's really critical that you don't pull these and stretch them. Doing that is going to make your Rodrule not very accurate. So we pull back about 5 inches or so and gently place in the position that you're looking to place it. Actually, sometimes here, this is where your knife will come in handy. And now just gradually pulling this out without stretching, we're going to place this and gradually tack it into place with your forefinger. You come back later and push it down. And then remove the rest of it when you're comfortable with the length that you have. Make sure at this point you're not stretching it. You can see here we're going right over a ferrule. Not a problem. We have a knife to take care of that. We can take our tape off now. And at this point, what we do is we go over that rod rule with our thumb, forefinger, however you want to do that, and rub that down nice and smooth. You can see how that's taking form. It will curve right to the bends and the curves of your fishing rod, adhering very nicely. When you get up by guides and ferrules, that's not a problem. This particular product we use is a 3M product. It's very flexible, very forgiving, conforms very nicely around all the dimension of these rods. You can see this is sticking very nicely. Now there's a couple of spots here where we got the ferrule in the way a little bit. You can see it's not sticking down that great right there. That's no worry. What we do is we simply go in here with our X-Acto, very carefully not to cut your rod, and just cut that tape. Use your finger. Place that in there real nice. You can also cut at some of the guides. You'll see that it's not going to conform real nice. You can just simply cut and force that in there real nice. Hopefully you can see that there. Right at the ferrule. It's a nice joint. Slowly twist that and boom. Perfect. It's that simple, folks. That's simple. Now we've got our rod rule. Now what we can do when we're measuring fish, we can simply measure from the butt section and move forward. This particular style, obviously you can't measure anything under 15 inches. So that's obviously recommended if you're going after fish of a larger length. As I said earlier, on this side we have our left hand retrieve, and that we actually started out at 1 right above the grip and moves forward all the way up 36 inches. This little 3-weight rod, I've never really needed something that long, but it's good to have. That's it, folks. Thanks for joining us today.